Hey gang, what's up? So today I'm gonna be on here doing a little story time and stuff. And as you all may know, that me, Mairee, and Kiara are doing our own separate story times. And I posted on my Instagram story on what I should talk about. And I had said the time I burned my foot or fights from freshman year. And majority of y'all picked fights from freshman year. So y'all better like fights. Now, before I talk about any fights, let me say this. I did not get into any fights because I was a good kid. So, and also these fights are also based on the fights that I seen and that I was there for. So, let's get started with this video. Alright, now it's time to get started with the first one. So this one just popped up in my head. So I'm walking to lunch and I got my little tray and stuff like that. So I'm walking towards the table that I sit at and stuff with Kiara and Mairee. And all of a sudden a fight broke out and I said because I already knew who that was fighting, because me and that person had talked about it in my second period. Now I'm not naming no names because some of y'all might be messy, but yeah, so that was one of the first fights. And then later on that day the video had came out and I said, oh, I knew it. So that was the first fight. And now I will say this, I am not posting, well, I'm not showing y'all the pictures of the fights because that's stuff from the past, that's stuff from freshman year. It don't matter no more. And like I said, some of y'all can be messy. So on to the next one. And this one has Kiara in there. Or let's just say she almost got into a fight. Now, we're at lunch again. And there's this girl that Kiara doesn't like. And now, mind you, she's in the second part of the cafeteria because at my school, we have two cafeterias. So we was all sitting at the table and stuff until this boy had told Kiara what she said about her. So her and Mairee had got up and I had stayed with one of our friends. And then I said, please don't get into no fight. So then I'm just sitting there for a little minute and it felt like I was sitting there for a while. So I had said, come on. So I went to where they was at, and as I expected, it was she was arguing with the girl. But look, y'all, the funny thing is, so I thought it was both Mairee and Kiara about to fight the girl. So Mairee was the first person that I seen. So I had rushed over to her. I had grabbed her and said, "Nope, you are not fighting." And then she had said, "I'm not trying to fight nobody. That's Kiara." And then I said, "Oh, my bad." So then I went to go get Kiara. So Kiara was, talking her and the girl was talking her. So they was really about to get into it. So I hurried up and grabbed Kiara because that wouldn't have ended well. So I had to stop her from fighting. And I guess the girl was still talking too. So Kiara, I I had picked her up basically, and she had started to just dangle her legs around like she was running somewhere, and it was so funny at the time because I'm saying, oh my goodness, if this girl don't stop doing this with her legs. So then so that time had passed because the APs and stuff had came and see what was going on and stuff. So so Kiara and Maria had both went with the APs, and I went back to class because I didn't really know exactly what was going on at the time. So that really wasn't none of my business, but I did what I had to do to stop her from getting into a fight. So, like I said, I went back to class and stuff. So for the next fight, um, uh, oof. Well, y'all already know about the little fight that happened between Mairee and I forgot the name that she gave him, so I'ma name him him. She almost got into a fight with him, but y'all already know about that and stuff like that. So I don't need to talk about it. So, but there is one day in particular I have to talk about. But it's so weird because most of the fights that happen at my school, they mostly happen during my lunch. Well, actually, no. So there's actually two fights that were pretty big that happened all during my lunch. Because, like I said, for some reason, fights just happened a lot during my lunch and stuff like that. So, so the first one that I'm going to talk about, it happened on a Wednesday. This is a Wednesday that I will never forget. So, there was one fight that happened during my lunch, and I believe it was between a boy and a girl. So, that fight had stopped. And then, out of nowhere, a second fight had started to happen. I said, another one? And then after that second fight, a third fight happened. And after that third fight happened, a fourth one happened. Now, the bell had rings for us to go back to class, our fifth period. So out of nowhere, while me, Mairee, and Kiara are walking back to our classes and stuff like that, another fight's happened. And I said, you know what? I'm so done with this day. So we all had walked back to class and stuff like that. And then what? I want to say I probably went to my sixth period. Another fight had happened. So on that particular Wednesday, it was a lot of fights. It was ridiculous. And I had said, dang, y'all better be mad today. What they put inside that food that day, I don't know. But them kids was angry.
I'm always angry.
Just angry. And so that's the end of that. And so the next one, this fight happened outside. So and some of the people that were fighting I knew, and that fight I don't really know much about, so I couldn't necessarily explain what happened and stuff like that. But it was a lot of people fighting, let's say that. a lot of people fighting. And I do know they had to get a wheelchair for somebody. And I said, dang, they must have been hurt. And so that's the end of that fight. In the next fight, this happened, I believe, you can say behind school and stuff like that. So I'm in my 7th period class, and he showed us a video because he got into a fight with some dude, and it was behind the school. So they over there fighting and stuff like that. So he won. But I forgot what they was fighting over, but it was funny. So I'm gonna talk about another big fight that happened at my school, but it was actually after school, at a football game. And so basically our school was playing this other team, of course from a different school, of course. And but it's not what happened during the game, it's what happened after the game. So basically, I had seen one of the boys that I knew from the other school, because I haven't seen him basically since my middle school year. Now mind you, I've been knowing him since elementary through middle school, and I knew his grandmother too. Now mind you, his dad was there too. But the thing is, I was getting this weird vibe from both of them, but mostly the boy that I knew. And I looked at his face, I said, something is about to go down. So basically people was walking back to their cars and stuff like that, cause they're trying to go home and stuff like that. Now mind you, some of the boys from the other school was going on the bus and stuff like that. So then out of nowhere, a fight started happening, and it was some of the players from the school, and of course some of our players was fighting them. So basically the boy that I knew, he was fighting too. So my mama is over here yelling at me saying, get in the car, because my brother, he plays football for our school and stuff like that. So I go in the car, which I can still see everything that's going on and stuff. So then out of nowhere, one of the football players from our school, he comes out the locker room, and he went to go fight that grown man. And I said,
what?
So let's just say my mind was just going everywhere, because like I'm saying, you came out here to fight this grown ass man. Now they lost, yeah, they lost, but and then once like the coaches and stuff was trying to get everybody off of each other, the other team, their players had went on a bus, and things started to go how it should have went. So we went home, and man, my mama was mad, because she said, man, this is ridiculous, you can't go nowhere. without there being a damn fight. And I'm saying, oh my goodness. So look, so every time when my mama had heard about a fight that happened at my school, she always said, y'all not coming back here next year. I said, yes, we are. And it would be funny, very much funny. So y'all, this is the end of this video, but in the future I will get better on doing story times and stuff, so bear with me. And also, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also make sure to give us the things that we can do for our channel and stuff to make it fun and stuff like that, and things we can do to make y'all laugh and stuff like that. So I guess this is the end of this video. This was DMK Gang. We out.